Yeah, so there's an interesting history of Juice. Juice has been around in Los Angeles since 2001.
Okay.
Our founder, she was a mentor for incarcerated youth.
Okay.
So I wasn't the founder. I kind of came in probably earlier on in the existence of Juice, but still in its early stages. But the history of Juice is that, when our founder was asking incarcerated youth, what could have made a difference in your life?
Oh.
That was the big question that she had asked some of the young people that had made a mistake in their life. And just reflecting back on, what could have made a difference. They said, I really wish I had a place that I can go to, just a place that I could feel like I could belong to.
Yeah.
A place that was safe, a place that I could feel that I was accepted for who I was, a place that did really interesting things run by and for young people.
Yeah.
Specifically the hip hop arts.
Yeah.
Not the traditional YMCA or Boys and Girls Club, but something that was more something that I could relate to.
Yeah.
And so when asked that question, those were the items that our founder, Dawn, she said, what if we had an organization that is in these underserved neighborhoods that could promote the free opportunity for young people of any background to come through to express themselves through the hip hop arts? Wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, that could make, life-changing things if, these young people could have had this opportunity in their life.
Yeah.
So the history is, over the years, Dawn formed a group of dancers to come out and do festivals and get-togethers, and this became a weekly event. Eventually, we ended up having a practice session on Thursdays over on Vermont and 8th Street in the Pico Union District. Specifically a neighborhood that had a lot of crime, a lot of young people that, probably didn't have a path in their life, but was either in high school, dropped out of high school, or was in transition between being a kid and being an adult.
Yeah.
And not having that path yet, and specifically, speaking with a lot of the young people at Juice, they said, I was at a place in my life where the streets were calling my name. I just needed to hustle. I needed to make money. I didn't have an outlet, but, Juice was a place that at least I can go to. So we were over on 8th in Vermont.
Okay.
For a handful of years. Over time, we moved to a couple different locations, and finally we ended up over at MacArthur Park, still in the same neighborhood at Pico Union, in the Westlake District. And, we've been there since 2011. 2011, we became a 501c3. 10-11 we did.
Okay.
And we decided to take that leap of faith, and we had a fiscal partner before, and to say, hey, let's go big and let's figure this thing out. Not having a specific roadmap. We knew what we wanted to do. We knew we were doing something right. We knew that there was a need in the community, and there was just this huge following of artists in the community that came through the organization at one time in their life and said, hey, you know what? I met, my partner, or I developed a craft in my art form because, there was a facilitator there that just kind of took me in under his wing, or, it just friendships developed from here, or, it was the one thing I could focus on in my life that made me feel like I could live again. So we knew we were doing amazing work in the community, just, in our capacity. And, our big thing was, let's build a program that has, all the elements of hip hop, the 4 elements of emceeing, DJing, graffiti art, and breaking, and have that all under one roof, and be able to have a hip hop collective where, hey, I'm a graph writer, but I also want to learn how to B.Boy.
Yeah.
Or, I'm a beat maker, but I also, I love graffiti art, across, or I want to learn how to DJ. I've always seen these DJs out there. So, we were able to create an organization where we had different facilitators that had a specialty in their craft, where the programming was unlike a traditional class or workshop program, but the idea was, we wanted to create an organization that really kept true to the hip hop arts, where it was just really peer-to-peer teaching. I mean, that was the key thing is when you're able to work with young people that feel the world is against you, or just really not sure of places or people, you know, the best way to learn and the best way to develop friendships is really through that natural, organic, peer-to-peer mentoring.
Yeah.
And where, you know, it doesn't matter where you come from or where I came from, you know, we all come from different backgrounds, but we see each other as friends, as artists, and we're able to mentor each other on different capacities. You know, it's you know, I always talk about, you know, Juice is a place where you find people from all different backgrounds. You know, some have been educated in, you know, amazing Ivy League schools or have amazing professions, and some are just haven't even finished high school. But when we come together, we share in this mentor of each other, and no one is seen as better than one another, but we're all seeing each other as friends and peers. And I don't think I would have ever met the unique people that I would have met unless it was for Juice, because I would have never, you know, I think when we get older, we kind of have our own community and groups that we connect with. And so, you know, for me, you know, my profession, my day job, you know, I work in the city of Calabasas, you know, a nicer neighborhood. I work in commercial real estate, and I deal with a lot of individuals that are, you know, very savvy, have been very well off financially. And then I travel to downtown LA or the mid area of Los Angeles, and I connect with people my age and older, but still, you know, maybe of a different background, but we connect on this amazing level where I'm able to connect and just feel a human again, and live through these arts. So that's kind of the synopsis of Juice, is just this community space where artists come to. It's free, so anybody can kind of come through and find their own thing there. I've seen individuals that just come, you know, they see the B-Boys and B-Girls breaking in, and they just want to sit down and write and watch and get inspired. And, you know, I get to know them, and they'll go, oh, I didn't know you're amazing, you know, musician in you know, the vocal arts or something like that.